Hi, TrailLite community, and thanks for tuning in today. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Ashley Rose. I'm the General Manager of retail here at TrailLite, and it's just a pleasure to be tuning in to have a chat with you guys today about all things motorhomes and caravans at the moment. So, I'm in Auckland, I'm in level 4 lockdown. I know our team in Christchurch are super excited today as they are in level 2 and the yard is open down there for people to come and interact with them. So I'm really lucky. I work alongside a group of really awesome, knowledgeable, fun product consultants who have just a wealth of knowledge about all things motorhomes and caravans. And even the travel lifestyle in New Zealand, that's one of the things that we're all really passionate about and really lucky to help support and guide our customers into what we call this dream lifestyle. Because really, it truly is when we live in a country like New Zealand and we're able to hit the road in a motorhome or hitch on the caravan and head to these most tranquil and beautiful spots. Yeah, we are truly blessed to be given that opportunity here in New Zealand. So I just wanted to run through some things that are happening in the market at the moment, give you a little bit of background about what TrailLite's up to, and just a little bit of guidance around how you might be choosing to research and look into motorhome ownership over the next couple of weeks and months. This update is really guided towards those who are maybe still in the researching phase or who are looking at committing to a motorhome or caravan purchase in the next couple of months. So, we're hearing a lot from people, I'm going to wait, I'm sure the market's going to come backwards. We know from experience that after the last level 4 lockdown in New Zealand, March, April last year, that we saw a massive bounce, a massive growth in the level of interest. And I suspect the same will happen this time. If you're a traveller, I know for me personally, I love travelling both New Zealand and internationally. But these lockdowns continue to remind us just how volatile that global travel space really is at the moment, and kind of makes you think closer to home. And I think that happens across the market at the moment, and people really turn to looking at New Zealand as a travel market and how they might start to explore their own backyard a bit more. And we definitely saw that after the last lockdown. Interest and appetite in New Zealand motorhoming became quite strong. We've been able to continue to sell during this level 4 lockdown. So for those that are thinking supply might ease, actually people have been capitalizing on our sales team and our product consultants working from home and have taken this opportunity to jump in and commit to ownership. So a couple of things to be really mindful of is the Hamilton NZMCA Motorhome Caravan and Leisure Show that normally takes place next weekend, actually, September. That has been currently pushed back to a weekend in October, the middle of October, and we're not sure what will happen. Basically, the whole country will need to be at a level 1, including Auckland, for that show, I suspect, to go ahead. Now, I'm not making those decisions, and we're not involved in the decision making of whether that show goes ahead and when it goes ahead and the dates. I'm confident that it will go ahead, but it'll just be around what those dates look like and when, a matter of when that show goes ahead. Now, the reason I bring that up is because just purely around this wait for show mentality. Now, if, say, the show does, hypothetically speaking, get pushed out to a date in mid-November, that's 2 months from where we are now. Now, with TrailLite, if we're talking 2 months and you're going to wait 2 months from a stock supply, we're going to see a lot less availability, a lot longer lead times when we come into that show. And even still, we were at our leadership meeting this morning talking about the fact that we are going to be heading into that show with quite possibly our longest lead times ever as we move into a show weekend. So what normally happens, what we normally see from shows in the industry is that we'll head into a show and then our lead times will swell, and then we'll work 3, 4, 5 months to bring those lead times back. We'll go to the next show and they'll swell. Whereas at the moment we're really seeing people capitalize on supply and on motorhomes outside of show months, outside of show weekends. So really I just encourage you to reach out to our team, let them know exactly what you're looking for, and let's do like some product consultant conversations. And we do this thing called a right fit needs assessment, which people find really useful. It's about us kind of applying our knowledge to the lifestyle and also product, and kind of aligning your lifestyle with an ideal product range and floor plan. So the other thing I wanted to note as well is around price increases. So we've heard a little bit of people saying, what's happening with price increases. We only have a set amount of product really that we can sell at certain prices, and then we see increases, obviously price increases from suppliers and across the board. So we are likely to see more price increases. I know that the TrailLite product, we've just had a build schedule time of about 16 months. So if you paid a deposit today, you would be picking up in December 2022. And we really only have a few spots left in December 2022. So I would just encourage you that if you are thinking TrailLite, you are keen on that quality New Zealand made product, that you are looking in the next couple of days, if not week or so, to secure a slot, because we've got a saying in our team, the longer you wait, the wait grows longer. So for those that think, I'll just wait a couple of months, they're usually even disappointed that they didn't pay the deposit a few months ago. Actually, I was speaking to a lady who said she came to the March Covey motorhome caravan show and then looked to pay a deposit in July it was, and by that stage, her time frame, she was thinking she would still be able to get it at the point that she's seen in March, which was just not the case, and those 4 months or so our build schedule had increased by 5 or 6 or 7 months at that point. So it is really just an invitation to reach out and have a chat. Don't wait for the show, because that availability is going to be only longer. And as I mentioned, we are anticipating in the next couple of weeks that we will see price increases, purely around the fact that as our lead time grows longer, we commit to securing the price that you pay when you pay a deposit. So the price will go up in the next 16 months, 17 months, but you'll pay today's pricing. So for TrailLites, we really do encourage you to put that deposit down as quickly as possible, and be aware that price increases do happen throughout the next couple of months, and they will likely happen within the next few weeks. So for those thinking TrailLite, definitely reach out, definitely have a chat with us, and let's look at how we can secure a slot for you. The TrailLite product is really awesome in the sense that we've got time to develop understanding and knowledge around floor plan, cab chassis, what model do you want, what's your optional upgrade. So you're not being forced to make those decisions. It's kind of like building a house. You want to go with GJ Gardner, great, put your name down, and then we can work through the color scheme and the taps and all of the details. So that's really what we encourage you to do when you are looking at building with us at TrailLite. I do want to talk a little bit about what level 3 and level 2 looks like for us in terms of a retail experience. So at level 3, we are not allowed customers on our yards, but we are able to do things like contactless test drives. You can basically ring us and say, hey, I'd really like to see the Coromandel, TrailLite Coromandel, and we can do that fully contactless as an option. But it does need to be through consultation with us directly, and by appointment only. So we're not allowed to have customers on our yard and browsing in the same way that we can normally. But I just encourage, if you are keen, and we do in Auckland drop to level 3, and you are in Auckland, then reach out, have a chat with us. We can show you through product virtually. We're really good at that now. We've got heaps of tools, iPads and Zoom calls that we can do with you through product, and also that option of contactless test driving. Our Christchurch team are now in level 2, which is great. They made a sale yesterday, and I know they're working on a couple today as well. So we know that interest is peaking for everybody who was outside of Auckland and can get to Christchurch, or can visit our Christchurch branch. So you are allowed back on the branch at level 2, which is great. Our motorhomes are open. We've got additional cleaning schedules. You are to wear a mask when you come visiting, so all retail now does need mask wearing, which is the same for us. But again, I encourage you to reach out and have a chat to the Christchurch team if you want to go and visit. They are more than happy to have a chat with you and to talk you through the stock they've got, and also how we can arrange test drives and viewings and consultations with them. And for anybody really outside of Auckland who can get down to Christchurch, there's lots of stock down there and lots of opportunity to jump into making a decision and making a purchasing decision. So just in terms of stock supply and stock levels, that we're really confident that over the next sort of 12 months we'll see an improvement in stock supply. But at the moment, the demand internationally, globally, is far out stripping the supply and the factory's abilities to build motorhomes. So what's happening in New Zealand around demand is happening globally. So we're seeing markets in America, in the UK, all across Europe, really starting to build and demand, skyrocketing demand really. And so lots of stats out of America are quite fascinating in terms of lots of younger demographics getting into motorhoming in America, seeing families jumping into caravans and motorhomes. So we're slowly starting to experience that same younger demographic coming into motorhomes, but globally there is a strong demand for motorhomes and caravans. So what that means is that supply is really tight, and we've got good levels of Benomars, Mobile Vedas, Auto Sleepers and Fusions available in our stock sheet. So I would just encourage you to be reaching out. And if we don't have a floor plan that you're looking for, which is particularly evident at the moment in our Mobile Veta and our Benomar range, we do have already a list of quite a significant list of people who are waiting for specific models, especially our popular ones, 486s in particular, our Tesoro range. We've got a list of people already that are just sitting back. They're waiting for us to have that supply come through into factory orders for us, and then they'll be jumping on and paying that $10,000 deposit. So I guess my message there is that, this expectation that, hey, I'll purchase in November, I'll pick up for Christmas, and we'll be traveling, over that summer period will possibly lead you to disappointment. There isn't an abundance of supply like we once would have seen. So those holding out for shows or holding out for Christmas, could experience a bit of disappointment, because we do have that list of people before you. Now, also with our international stock, something I've never said before, is that, we are suggesting you reach out to secure a unit approximately 4 to 6 months prior to the time you actually want to hit the road. Now, not only do we have a list of people waiting for specific units, we also have a list of people who have already paid and who are waiting for that international stock to arrive. So what that means is when they arrive in the country, we have a pre-delivery system that needs to happen basically on that unit. And so our pre-delivery team is not only backlogged from demand, but also for the fact that we've been shut down for 4 weeks and haven't been able to process any of those units. So when that unit arrives in New Zealand, there is an additional wait that will need to happen, and that's sort of impacted by those that are before you waiting for their vehicle. So really, I guess the message there is that whole retail experience in motorhoming and caravanning is shifting, and it's becoming something even in our international space. Like, there was a time not so long ago, pre-COVID, that you could come to our yard and you would, oh yeah, I like that one, I'll take that one, and 2 to 3 weeks later you would be driving it off the lot and you would be parked up somewhere beautiful and enjoying the lifestyle that we so happily and excitedly promote. Right now, that is not our reality, and it's not the reality of anyone in the industry. So so I would just encourage you to be reaching out really ahead of time. Get that research done, explore our website, do speak to us, do consult with us about what you're thinking, what your dream is, what your goals are, when you want to be on the road, and we can help guide you and facilitate just facilitate that for you. We're not currently taking orders or deposits from customers on anything that we don't have in the system. So basically, when we know we've got stock from the factory, when we've got a secure order and we're in the queue, then we'll allow people to secure those units. So that's why we've got that little waiting list. We just want to make sure we're delivering certainty to customers in a time where there is quite a bit of uncertainty around global supply chain, shipping, manufacturing. All of that can be quite challenging at the moment. So we want to try and give customers as much certainty as we can in this state of flux and uncertainty that we do find ourselves in. So as soon as we get confirmation that, say for example with the BNMR 486, as soon as we get confirmation from the factories, TrailLite, you guys have got 10 booked in, loaded, we will then sell those out to customers by securing them with that $10,000 deposit. So to put that into perspective, though, we've already got that list of people who are waiting to secure those units. So if it is a specific model that you're keen for, again, we want you on that list so that you're not disappointed at all. And then I just wanted to end by sharing a little bit about travel in New Zealand and a little bit of inspiration, I guess, for why so many people love traveling our country. We're really blessed with self-contained freedom camping. I know there's been a lot of talk about this in the media and stuff over the years, but if you get the right motorhome and it's really set up for self-contained freedom camping, there's no reason that you can't enjoy the real nature and adventure that comes alongside that. We have great Department of Conservation land, dock land that you can enjoy, that you can park up with nominal fees. We also have the NZMCA, so the New Zealand Motorhome Caravan Association. They're a membership organisation. You can jump on, become a member of that, and they have what they call parkover properties. So they own a whole heap of properties around the country for their members to go and park up at. Not only that, we've got kilometers and kilometers and kilometers of coastline of beautiful beaches that are so popular on the world stage. Like I always know when you go, I did a bit of hiking in Patagonia in South America, and everybody would say, oh my gosh, New Zealand. I was just in awe of these amazing hikes we were doing in Patagonia. And everyone you met along the way would say, oh, you're from New Zealand, the hikes in New Zealand are amazing, your countryside is amazing. And I think as Kiwis we sometimes forget that we are so blessed with this amazing nature, this amazingly beautiful country. And while currently, we feel a little bit gridlocked or a little bit locked in our homes, well, I certainly do. But, that travel returns, and it will. And we've been really lucky with our approach to this COVID thing, that for the last, 160 days or something, we've been out exploring New Zealand, right? We've been out enjoying it. And I just think that it's important to hold on to that hope that we will be doing that travel again soon, and really look to New Zealand as a hugely popular international tourism location that we have for ourselves, right? So even this summer we're gonna be able to reclaim New Zealand again. It's not going to be like that forever. So get out there, explore. We won't have the international tourists here using up the resources and using up the self-contained camping spots and things like that. So it's such a great opportunity for Kiwis to get out and explore their own backyard. So just in summary, thank you for listening. As I mentioned, TrailLite's here to help. We are really pride ourselves on being knowledgeable experts when it comes to motorhoming and caravanning and product and specification and connecting lifestyle with product. No two lifestyles are the same. What I want to do when I motorhome is going to be very different to some of our customers and what they're looking for. So so I just encourage you to reach out to us and have that conversation. We're here to help. Even if you don't purchase one of our products, at least we can be informative and knowledgeable and provide you with some expertise that hopefully you find really useful. Price increases, they are coming. They are just a natural part of the industry at the moment, and a natural part of, I guess, life. You'll see lots of talk about this in the media as well. Our TrailLite lead time is pushing out. We've got a few more slots left, so I just encourage you to jump on them. I know I've seen a lot of people in my inbox messaging and saying, oh, cool, I'll wait for the show, I'll see you at the show, really excited, we'll be paying my deposit at the show. Well, that's great, and you're fully welcome to do that. However, just be prepared that lead time is going to stretch, and if you want it as soon as possible and you want to be using it this summer, like summer next year, now's your time. Now's your chance. And we are selling, we do sell quite a few TrailLites every month. So a month build schedule goes very, very quickly around here, which is a credit to the product and the quality of the product. Same with our international stock. We've spent a long time building up the Benamar brand. It's one of the most popular brands in the country now, and we're really proud of that. We think it's a great entry-level product. And we've got an awesome group of customers who just love that Benamar brand and that product. So I would just encourage you to do the same with that. If you know the floor plan you like, at least get on the list. If you are not sure, contact us, speak to us, and be prepared to look to pay that deposit, that $10,000 deposit, 4 to 6 months prior to you wanting to hit the road. So it isn't requiring those people to bring forward their research, but we're here to help with that. So, as I mentioned, reach out and let's have a chat. And there is not an abundance of supply anymore. So we are limited. We really do encourage you to snap up what there is available, because it's not as abundant as it once was, and you may be disappointed if you think that you'll be able to come to the yard when level 3 goes, or level 2 goes, sorry, and snap up a discount or a vehicle. That's just not going to be the reality, unfortunately. So now's your time. Hope to hear from you guys soon, and hope to be able to help you and guide you into the dream lifestyle that we're really passionate about. So thank you, and hopefully we will see you as one of our customers again, or one day soon.